Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Rodgers now on first down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Justin Houston in from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Going up top. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Second down following the run. The play clock's running down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
3rd and 2. Now Palmer. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Well, all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. 32 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Still in search of the 1st down after that last completion. And now with the play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And Ingram holds it in. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. Throwing now is Rodgers. They set up the screened LT. Room to run past midfield. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. LaDainian Tomlinson, 61 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Palmer. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Throwing right, and that's complete. And oh, he coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Chiefs.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. A gain of 3, second down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
They run again with Hunt. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. On third down, Palmer. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Calais Campbell in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Here's Brian Anger now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And Sanders now to return. Shifts past him at the 45. Oh, and now he bowls him over. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short
security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Lawrence Taylor charging hard for that outside linebacker spot. He gets in to drop him for a loss of 12. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Rodgers to throw on second down. He's got his man on the crossing route. That one goes for 24 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across. possession, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here's Rodgers. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line. Rodgers now on first down. Looking deep downfield. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now it's Palmer. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run. This is Hunt. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Here's Hunt, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. The Chiefs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Play clock winding down. Oh, barely. They snapped it at 1. Now Palmer. Flushed out right. This is Johnson. He's got it. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. They'll need to get the play off quickly. From midfield now, here's Palmer. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest, you can draft the most athletic guys, but if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. We're back now in KC. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. And they'll run with LT to begin the drive. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seven yards remain now on 3rd down. On play action, Rodgers. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On the handoff, Tomlinson. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They run with LT. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, it's Tomlinson. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. LaDainian Tomlinson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And now the Cowboys are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. He stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. They'll begin the drive with Hunt, and that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Palmer to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Palmer. And this is caught, pulled in by Clark. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. Now it's Palmer. And it's complete. Over the middle to Clark. That one goes for 24 yards.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Well, timeout on their side here. In fact, a lot going against them. They do have a small glimmer of hope.
No one likes to play extra football. They want to go for the win right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Red zone opportunity. Here's Palmer. His throw incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
On 3rd down, Palmer. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.